Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to customize any digital planner. You can also use these tips to customize journals, notebooks, or any other types of digital media. This video is going to help your planner look super fancy and cute for the holiday seasons coming up. We got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got New Year's. So there's some awesome tips in here to really spice up your planner. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for so much more, and remember to like this video so that it shows up in other people's feed. It helps me out a lot. Also, for the new subscribers, welcome to the fam. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm so happy that these videos are helpful to you. So anyways, let's get started with the video. The planner I'll be using in this video is one of my planners found in my Etsy shop. I will link it down below. It is the Neutral Rainbow Planner. I'm so in love with it, and I know you'll love it too, so I'll link it down below. The first thing that we're gonna do is change up the cover. Now this is a nice thing to do to easily switch up the feel of your planner. It's a little bit easier if you have a journal or a notebook that doesn't have rings, but mine does. So I'm just gonna show you how I kind of maneuver this photo to size it and make it perfect for the cover. If you haven't already, please check out my video on how to use Goodnotes. I teach you lots of tips that are super helpful for those of you who are beginners at Goodnotes, and there's a whole bunch of tips and tricks that I go into depth about, so definitely check out that video. I will link that video in the description box below. Alrighty, so now that I've resized this photo, it's perfectly fit to the page. And just to spice it up a little bit more, I'm going to be adding some more things. So I'm going to add a photo of myself, and this is something that you can customize according to your liking and things that you want, your preferences. If you want to have photos of your family, if you want to have different sorts of images that you found on Pinterest, this is the time to do that. You can layer as many pictures as you want. You can crop them the way that you want. Just make it custom to the way that you want it to be. So here I'm just showing you how I'm using the freehand cropping tool to really get closer to the image and really make it more unique than just having a whole image up there. And you can do a whole collage as your cover, and the best thing about it is that every time you look at your documents page, it'll show up. One of the things that I used to love about paper planners is how you can customize the covers to have like your name on it, to have your photos on it. And this is such a nice way to do that. Super simple, quick, and easy. So you just add the text that you want, and boom, you have your name, your picture, a whole new cover. I'm just a new planner. It's just a new planner. So at the very corners, it was a little bit straight. So I'm now using the freehand tool just to kind of crop the edges a little bit. I left the bottom and the top corners on the left side straight, but I cropped the right side top and bottom corners just so it does not look like kind of straight. I like when it has that little curved edge. It kind of takes time to get it perfectly, but for the purposes of this video, I just left it as is. It's not something that you would notice anyway. You could have left it straight, but I just wanted to show you guys this option as well. So this is what the cover is looking like. Super cute, and of course you can customize it to anything that you'd like it to be. So number 2 is making labels. So sometimes your planners may give you some notebooks or extra space for you to write notes, for you to have separate notebooks. And I have made this custom planner for myself, and I have 5 notebooks, each of them leading to a separate part in my planner so that I can do Bible studies, Sunday school notes, even vision boards or Etsy shop stuff. I have all the space that I need. However, they are blank. So we're going to add labels to customize it. So as you can see, I already had labels, but I'm just gonna show you again how to make them using the text box. And this is super easy. All you gotta do is find a font that you love And right now I'm using Rainbow. It's one of my favorites. And you type in whatever that notebook or that part of the planner will be for. So I'm using the first part for Sunday school notes. So I'm writing in Sunday school, making it exactly the way that I want it to be, the size that I want it to be, make sure it's centered and looking perfect. This can also be a way to spice up your planner, because as you can see before, I had Aloha Mart, which had me feeling fancy, you know, it made me feel fancy, but now I want to look cool. Now I want to be fun, I want to be inventive, I want to be creative, and I really feel like Rainbow font is working for me right now. So I'm going to use this font as my label, and I'm going to change the color. As I said before, everything is according to your preference. So if you want it to be black, if you want it to be pink, blue, whatever, it is all up to you. So now that that's done, we're going to copy the same text that we have on our labels and paste them to the divider page. So for me, I always have hyperlinked dividers, and as you can see, I still have that Aloha March font. So I want to make sure the fonts match. So I'm just going to copy the Sunday school font that I have in Rainbow font, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the hyperlink and paste it and replace it with that font that was there before. Easy, and now you just have to repeat the same steps with the other ones that you did before. All right, let's move to the next one. The third way that you can customize your planner is by adding multiple calendars. Now I have a main calendar, as you can see here, which has my regular work schedule, when I have to clean, when I have to pay bills and stuff like that. But sometimes I like to add a social media calendar or a chores calendar or a budget calendar. A lot of you really like to stay on track with your finances, so sometimes having a separate calendar is better than putting everything, all the information all at once in one calendar. There are many different ways that you can copy the calendar, but just following this way will give you a blank template. Now I have an undated planner, so if I do a blank template just by clicking on the add page and copying the current template, it'll show me a blank calendar, completely blank. So that means I have to add the dates again, add everything again. Another way to copy the calendar is just by going to the ellipses and clicking on copy page, and it will copy your entire calendar for November. That way all the stickers, all the things that you wrote on it will be there, and all you have to do now is erase the things that you don't want in there. So I'm just erasing the calendar that I just copied in the place that it was, because I want it to be under my budgets tab. So since I copied it, I can just click on budget, click on that add page, and paste page. Now my blank template is ready to go. The third way to copy the calendar is by going into the thumbnails and either duplicating that calendar, or if you copied it the way that I showed you with the ellipses, you would just have to click on add before or after the page. And there's another way to copy by clicking on select, clicking on copy, then going to the place that you want that page to go, as I said before, and once you click on that down arrow on that page, you can actually paste it before or after that page. Listen, there's an infinite, when I say infinite amount of ways for you to copy and paste pages in Goodnotes. It's just insane. This basically brings you to number 4, which was adding pages. There's so many ways to copy a calendar, and the same thing can be used to copy any page in Goodnotes. You can copy notes pages, you can copy blank pages, you can copy whatever it is, dividers, you can copy it and paste it exactly where you want it to go. This is another easy way to customize the planner so that maybe you want more notes pages after your budgeting to write extra things. You can do that. You have that freedom. As long as you have those extra pages there, you can copy and paste them wherever you want in your planner. Just wanted to show you an example of copying a dated planner. All of the dates remain there, obviously, because that's how the planner is made, and all the tabs and labels that you had before are gone. That leaves you with a blank canvas to work with. Now I'm going to show you an actual calendar that I duplicated in my projects tab. So once I click on projects, it will bring me to that planner. And it looks almost exactly like my main calendar, but as you can see at the top, I have social media, and I actually have some stickers where I have Instagram, Facebook, days that I have to edit videos, make YouTube videos, when to take a break. So it does help me to stay organized in other ways. Phew, I feel like step 3 and 4 was quite a lot. So let's move on to step 5, which is adding fonts. All right, adding fonts is one of my favorite things to do because there's so many beautiful fonts. Oh my goodness. And all you have to do is go to your text, find the fonts that you like, and add them in. Now, if you're a beginner and you don't have customized fonts already, don't worry, I got your back. I'm going to show you how to download customized fonts right on your iPad Pro. So as you can see, one of my customized fonts is called Aloha March, which is one of my favorites right now, and Rain Boho. So you can see here that these fonts are not your typical fonts that you find on the iPad. These are things that I had to download on either dafont.com or Creative Market. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So you go into Safari and you're going to click on, you're going to type in dafont.com. So when you go to dafont.com, you're going to see a list of wonderful, gorgeous fonts right off the bat. You can also search the fonts that you like, and they will be downloaded directly into your iCloud Drive. So as you can see, I picked Marcella, I picked Homework, and once you click on download, it goes straight into your iCloud. And you can also go to Creative Market. They also have free goods every Monday, which includes fonts, they include textile designs, they include all kinds of digital media and things that you can download for free. So definitely check that out every Monday. And today they have a font called Rockies and also a font called Beloved. So I'm going to download those as well. Easy, just make sure that you have an account already with them. You can sign up with Facebook or Google, I believe. And once you do that, you can download those free goods. So you're just gonna click on free download. And when you do that, it'll pop up, download. Once you click that, it goes straight into your iCloud Drive. On the Creative Market website itself, you can actually click on the font or picture or whatever it is that they're offering you and look at the pictures. You can also test out the font at the very bottom. You can click on type your font here and you type in whatever you want and you can see the font in action in the different files that it comes with. So this one has italic and regular. So now that you do that, you're going to need another special app. So as you can see, I have my zip files right here, but how do I get them into Goodnotes? Here's how you do it. You're going to need the app called iFont. So I have it right here, and you're just going to go into the iStore. You're going to go into the Apple Store and search for iFont. So I already have it installed, so I'm going to show you how it works. All my fonts are listed in here. What you want to do is go to the top where it says import, and next to that purple question mark, you're going to import straight from your iCloud folder. So you can go to the recents folder, you can go to the iCloud folder exactly where you saved it, and you just click on it and it's going to unpack the folder automatically. So you don't have to unzip the file or anything like that. It does it automatically. So now that you've imported the font, you can now install it. The font should be at the very top. You're going to click on install, you're going to allow, and then click close. It just downloaded a profile into your settings app. So you go into settings, you're going to go to general, profiles at the bottom. And once you click on that at the very top, it should say downloaded profile. You're going to click on install and write in your password. At the top right, you're going to click install, install again, and click done. Now it has been added to your fonts instantly. So now all you have to do is repeat these steps for all of the fonts that you have added. And so I have a lot of them. I'm just going to do that right quickly and go straight into the Goodnotes app. So now you close out of the settings, go back into Goodnotes, and you are able to use your new fonts instantly, like super instantly. You don't have to restart anything. You don't have to do anything crazy. Your fonts are ready to go. So now we're just gonna look for the font. Let's see, let's look for, I don't know, I had so much. I think let's go for Homework or Marcella. This font is so cute. Oh my gosh, I think I just found my new favorite font. Homework, oh my goodness, beautiful. Look at that. Using the iFont app has really changed the way that I customize my planners, and I really hope that you use it too to help you customize your planner. So if you're a beginner with Goodnotes, I definitely think this is a fun thing to do and easy. It has a few steps, but it does actually help you along the way. And if you do ever get confused, just go right back into the video and look at the steps again and do it. You can do this. So that was the Marcella font. I really like those calligraphy looking fonts, so of course I would pick that. And so now I'm going to use one more font. I think it was the Rockies or something like that. So let's try that one out to see what it would look like. Oh my goodness, there it is. So if you want like a bold font, there you have it. So easy, guys. I absolutely love this step. I think this is my favorite step. I think I'm done. Video over. Just kidding. Okay, step number 6. Now I'm going to show you how to use Procreate to make your own PNG images that you can use to insert it as templates in your planner. Yes, this is awesome. So let's say I want to add a contact list. I don't have that in my planner, so I want to add that in. All you got to do is open a blank page. I just used the regular screen size on Procreate. And now I'm just going to draw lines. So I'm going to use a fine tip pen because I want the pen to be absolutely straight. I don't want it to get thicker or thinner, as you can see with this technical pen or whatever I was using. I'm going to use a much thinner pen. I think the fine tip will be the best here. So when I write, yeah, it's perfectly straight. I'm going to go to the settings and make sure I have my grid on, because this is going to help me to make straighter lines. Oh my goodness, look at that glare. I apologize. So now I have a perfectly straight line, and I'm going to measure it to make sure that it matches the grid. And I'm going to do another line again the same way, matching it with the grid so that they're perfectly straight. Okay, now I'm going to do vertical lines, and this is going to be the dividers between the date, the name, address, phone number, things like that. In order to make straight lines, make sure you draw the straight line and hold it. That way you get that line to be perfectly straight. Now I'm quickly going in with the eraser tool just to make sure that they are the same exact length. I don't want one line to be shorter, one line to be longer. Also, using that grid helps you to make sure of that. So having that grid is really helpful. I have another video on how I make stickers using Procreate, so definitely if you want to brush up on your Procreate skills, you want to learn a little bit more, I'll link that video down in the description box below. So now I'm just adding the labels in. I'm writing in the date, the time, not time, the date, the name, the address, phone number, all that kind of stuff. You can just pick the font that you want and you can resize it according to your preference. Now that we're done, we're gonna go into the layers, close the background layer, go into the settings, and make sure we click share, PNG, and we can either save the image or copy the image depending on what you want. So I decided to save the image. So in my extras tab, I'm looking for the blank page so that I can copy it, and I'm going to add it right after the page that I wrote my fonts on. Great. Now that I have the place that I want it to go, I'm going to go into the images and just click on it, and there we go, our transparent PNG image. Oh my gosh, it looks so good there. Nice. Now, of course, you can add more lines. Just for the purposes of this video, I just added one section. But of course, if it is for your address book, you want to add address book at the top. Maybe you want to add like maybe 50 different lines. So this is just a way to easily do it using Procreate. Look at that. Perfect. This PNG image that you created acts as a sticker. So you can write on it and nothing will change. Everything looks perfect. It doesn't look wonky or weird or anything because it has a transparent background. So everything is looking cool, and you have an address book and your planner didn't have one before. Customized. We are quickly moving to the next step. We are going to make inserts. So it's almost like making the sticker, but this time we're going to use Keynote. So you can make it a whole actual page that will be inserted into your planner. So you're going to choose a theme. You can use a basic theme because it's just going to be one page. And what you want to do right off the bat is erase all of the presentation titles and text that's on it, so it's blank. And then we're going to go ahead and add a shape. So I'm just going to add a square. This page is going to act like a bulletin board, or you can add pictures to it, or you can use it as a place to write your brain dump. You can do anything, but it's just going to be your insert the way that you want it to be. So I'm going to make the page white, or the square white, and I'm going to add a border, and I'm going to add shadowing. If you want to know more in depth about Keynote and how to use it to make a planner or inserts, please check out my video on how to make your own planner. I will also link it in the description box below. I apologize for all the glare. I didn't realize until now that I'm editing that there's so much glare, but it's going to be a little bit more clear because of the background. So now I'm adding a background image. Now you can add any image from Pinterest. You can add an image from, something that you have already in your photos. And so now we're just going to export this as a PDF. We're going to click on export, and it should give you the option to open in Goodnotes. Now when you open in Goodnotes, actually before you open in Goodnotes, make sure your planner is open into the direct place that you want that insert to go. So my planner, for some reason, it closed, so I had to open it back again to make sure it was in the exact place I wanted it to be, and I had to export it again. So I don't know why I did that, but it should have been already there. So just export it, click on open in Goodnotes, open, and you're gonna go to import to current document. That way it's already in your planner. So you see here I'm on the text section, and the next page is the insert that I just created. So if I want a bulletin board, if I want a brain dump right here, I can customize my own inserts the way that I want. So I'm just, for example, using Holly Jolly and just inserting it in here. You can really get creative. You can make holiday books, holiday memory books right in your planner. You can make a recipe book right in your planner, something for the holidays. So I'm actually going to change the background. Super easy to do. Like, okay, I'm not happy with this. Let me change the background. Super easy. I'm going to change it to this one here. And now that I have it, it looks super cute, like Christmas trees. And I'm going to export it, PDF, export again, and we're going to open in Goodnotes, open, and we're going to import in current document. So it's the next page. So I actually like the Christmas tree one better, and it matches the planner better. So I'm going to delete the other page. Just like that, you've created your own insert and customized your planner even more. Super beautiful. All right, number 8. We are going to customize this planner by erasing text that we don't want just by blocking out using the pen tool. So you can just color in and block out the text. So for example, the background is white. So I'm just going to use the white color and just write over the December because I want to use a different font for December. You can do the same thing with the days of the week, the year, things that you don't want to see in your planner. You don't want that. You want to use a different font for that month. Maybe you want to use a Christmassy font for December rather than this bold pink font. You can do that. Plus, I'm going to show you something very interesting. So because Goodnotes does not really allow you to pick up color with a eyedropper tool, you kind of have to go through some hoops and loops to get the colors that you want. In this calendar, for example, I have to copy all of these different colors for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even the December, they're all different colors. So I have to find those different colors, and they are not just automatically there in Goodnotes. You have to actually export this page into Procreate. So I'm going to show you that. You're going to use the image, you're going to click on export, and you're going to open in Procreate. You can also copy the page and it will open in the clipboard section of Procreate. So that's how you can do that. So now we're in Procreate. All you have to do is tap and hold onto the color, and it will pick up that color for you. Once again, sorry for the glare. Didn't realize until I was editing that there's so much glare in this video. Sheesh. So now I'm able to pick up the color, and as you can see, the colors are exactly the same. What we're gonna do now is go into that little bubble at the top and click on value. That's gonna show us the hex code. The hex code is what we're gonna copy in order to get the exact color that is on the calendar. Now that you've copied it, you're gonna go right back into Goodnotes, click on the color, one of those bubbles, click on custom, and you're going to erase the code and paste the new code, as you can see there. Now the code is there, and we're gonna add that new color to our presets. We can now block out that font using the exact color that we got from Procreate. Look at that, perfect match. Now that we have the perfect match for blocking out the fonts that were there, we can now use new fonts to customize this planner. So I'm going to use one of the new fonts we installed. I'm going to use the Rockies font. This kind of reminds me of SpongeBob font. You know that SpongeBob font type of thing where it's like 5 years later. This reminds me of that. And now for the month, I'm going to be using Marcella in the regular, and it looks nice. I kind of like it better than the bright pink font that was there before. On to number 9. Now, one of my favorite things to do is create vision boards. For the holidays, this is gonna be super fun. As you can see here, I create vision boards of things that I want, things that I'd like to get, and it just brings me so much joy to plan new vision boards. All you have to do is add a new blank template, as I showed you before, go into Pinterest, pick up your favorite pictures, and start adding them to your vision board. Now, this is a wonderful way to customize your planner because vision boards can go anywhere in your planner. You can put them at the beginning, you can put them even before the cover, just to remind you of what you want to do, how you want to decorate, and how you want things to look for either your Thanksgiving dinner table, Thanksgiving decorations, or even Christmas decorations, Christmas dinner, all those kinds of things. You can always start planning it out in advance. Just as a reminder, what you can do is use the freehand tool to just crop around the image, as you can see here, and that makes it more custom to what you want. Now, the images that I found were on Pinterest and I just downloaded them. However, there are other images that you can actually purchase from Etsy if that's what you'd like to do. There's also free images from freepng.com and freepig.com, I believe. But these images here are just beautiful images that people have taken, and I just want to grab some inspiration from them, and that's why I'm using these images from Pinterest. So now we're going to layer multiple images. We're going to add text, and I'm going to show you a few tips as I do this to show you how you can make labels using just the regular Goodnotes cropping tool. So remember, I took this image earlier. Now I'm going to crop just the top so I can get that color, give that feel of the same theme that I want to go for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to use it as a label. At first, I tried to lasso the text and put it onto the label, but I realized that it just disappeared in the back. So what I had to do is cut the text and paste it onto the label. That way it remains on top. This is another tip for those beginners who are using Goodnotes, just in case you want to layer multiple images. Always cut the image first that you want to be on top and then paste it. So I basically just repeat the same steps, go to Pinterest, pick up some images, crop them, and start layering them. Okay, so now I'm gonna start adding text. I'm just gonna add some words like thankful, grateful, joy, hope. Sometimes I actually look for those words on Pinterest as well, and I crop them using the freehand tool to make it cute. But this time, since we have cute fonts that we just downloaded, I'm going to just type in thankful, grateful, and then I'm going to use the highlighter tool, as you saw, and just write a little squiggly line, and that makes the wording pop. Number 10. The next thing you can do to customize your planner is adding stickers and doodles. I love these two things. This is where you really can get creative with any part of your planner. You can do this in your vision board, which is what I'm going to do. You can do this in the calendar section. You can do this in your weekly section, your daily section. Of course, why not? This is what really makes the planner your planner. Adding stickers, adding labels, adding doodles, those things that no one else can do like you do is what really customizes your planner. So those are the 10 things that you can do to customize any digital planner. I hope this video was helpful for you and I hope you learned a lot. Please leave your comments down below. I love reading your comments and I read every single one. If you have any questions, I will answer them also in the comments. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make new videos. Please make sure you also like this video so that it shows up in other people's feed. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!